Hi there. Let's take a look at Band-Aid design and the needs around it. Think about why is Band-Aid design important to think about? Let's think about different ways to design a Band-Aid for specific needs. Why do you think there are so many different shapes and sizes of bandages? How does the shape of a bandage affect how well it works? Which of these bandages do you think would work best for a scraped knuckle on your finger? Why do you think that? Before we get started, think about the different things you need from a Band-Aid. A Band-Aid is used to cover an injury. For it to work correctly, it needs to stick to the skin, keep dirt and other materials out of the cut, and absorb. Let's think about the parts of a bandage. What parts of the bandage help keep the dirt out? Do you think the size of the pad or sticky part matters? Why or why not? Does it matter where the pad connects to the sticky material? Let's think about that. What do you think we could change about this bandage design to make it work better? What ideas do you have for a bandage design that will work on a finger? You'll notice in the picture how there are gaps where dirt could possibly get in. How could we improve this design? Now, let's plan a prototype. If you were to design a prototype of a new Band-Aid, here's some things you'll need to think about. What materials would you use? What type of cut would this bandage be good for? On the finger, on the palm, etc. Would your design hold up when you got the body part wet or dirty? And would it keep the cut clean? Let's take a look and think about what materials would work well for the sticky part of the bandage and how will you know? Why do some materials work better than others? We'll take a look at absorption and evaluate which materials work well to absorb water or blood. We'll also think about why do some materials work better than others. As you begin to think about your design, also think about where the size of your bandage and where you'll put the soft part that will absorb. Think about the big sticky part and how big or small the pad needs to be. Finally, once you build your prototype, you're going to test it. You could put your bandage onto some foam and then, to make sure it sticks, then put it in some soil, move it around and count to 10. You'll look at the bandage to see is the outside dirty and then peel the bandage off to see if the pad is dirty. You want to keep a cut clean, so if dirt got into the pad, that's not a good thing. Or if the sticky sides are dirty, not a good thing. Here's some information, again, to show you how you'll test it. You'll use some foam material to test the skin, the stickiness that your Band-Aid will have to stick to the skin, and then a softer material to test if it would stick there. You can also test the pad part of your Band-Aid by adding drops of water to it and see if it will absorb the liquid. You'll want to make sure there's no water pooling outside the liquid and that whatever you use for the pad actually absorbs the water. All right, let's get ready. Go ahead and sketch out your design and you can get started.